So welcome to Cal State EastBay. I'm going to be talking about our computer science and engineering programs today. And the picture in the bottom right is a set of 4 of our international students, including Sanket here on the right, who graduated with an MS in engineering management last year and is currently doing his OPT. So we are located in the San Francisco Bay Area. Our main campus is in the city of Hayward. It is halfway between San Francisco and Silicon Valley. And we've got mild weather year-round here in the Bay Area. It's a beautiful sunny day today, as it is most days. And our campus is on a hill overlooking San Francisco Bay. It's very convenient to all of the major airports. We're just half an hour from San Francisco Airport, and it's a beautiful place to live here in the San Francisco Bay Area, as well as being in the heart of the technology center of the world. So the main reason that students choose Cal State EastBay is our location. It is the perfect location to get internships and practical training. We do encourage our students to do CPT and OPT, and every major technology company in the world has either a headquarters or a main office within 25 miles of Cal State EastBay. So you see all of these companies highlighted are places that hire Cal State EastBay graduates. And last year we had over 800 students doing OPT and STEM OPT. We are ranked best in the West by Princeton Review, and we are a Forbes Best Value College. We're also a pay scale Best Value College with a high average salary of $74,000 for our graduates. We are also ranked one of the best schools for computer science majors by salary potential. So as 88 out of 607, that puts us in the 13th percentile. We're also recognized for the diversity of our student body. We do have the WASC accreditation, and we also have ABET accreditation for our bachelor's in computer engineering and in industrial engineering. We're a very diverse campus, and India is our largest sending country, but we have students from over 60 countries, as well as a very multicultural student body representing the state of California. We actually have no majority ethnic group on our campus. International students bring more to that, with 8% of our students being international, which is one of the largest percentage in the CSU system. And we have 4 colleges, 100 fields of study, but today I'm going to focus on the Department of Computer Science and the School of Engineering programs. Undergraduate admission is a TOEFL of 61 or IELTS 6.0. We are accepting Duolingo due to the COVID situation. And undergraduate students just need a high school diploma with a 3.0 GPA or a 2.0 transfer GPA. SAT or ACT is not required except for our Global Honor Scholarship. And a personal statement or letters of recommendation are also not required. So for undergraduate computer science, this is our most popular field for undergraduate students. The curriculum provides a solid foundation of theoretical knowledge, as well as the experience with practical application in hardware and software. We've got smart classrooms equipped with computers and multiple instructional laboratories with computer access, open access labs for students. Various operating systems for everything you need in learning computer science. But most importantly, we have an industry board that provides insights that link the industrial practices with what you're learning in the classroom. So we have regular presentations from members of the industry in Silicon Valley. We also have undergraduate computer engineering, construction management, and industrial engineering. These are all excellent programs to give you backgrounds in those fields. And you have a great option of careers in any of these majors, taking you into the high-tech industry or other related fields. Our graduate programs require a minimum of 80 TOEFL, I need to correct that, or an IELTS 6.5. And again, we are accepting Duolingo for fall 2020. TOEFL isn't necessary if you have an undergraduate degree from a US or Canadian institution. And for basic admission to the university, the admission requirement is a 2.5 GPA. Some departments, including computer science, have a higher GPA requirement. And we are accepting a 3-year degree for some of our graduate programs, including the MS in construction management. And then each department at the graduate level sets additional standards, and I'll be speaking about those now. So for our Masters of Computer Science, you can choose Computer Science or Computer Networks. We do require the GRE. It is not being waived due to COVID. The department has decided they will review applicants that don't have a GRE, but they are giving preference to those that do meet our usual requirements. And those are that you need to have a quantitative score above 50th percentile. Anything below 50th percentile will automatically be rejected. But most admitted students typically score 60% or higher on the quantitative and 20% or higher on the verbal. You need an undergraduate degree in computer science with at least a 3.0 in your computer science and math courses. A personal statement, resume, or letters of recommendation are not needed for the MS in computer science, but you do need to really have a solid foundation in computer science. So there are 14 prerequisite courses listed on the website. You must have at least data structures and lower division prerequisites. If you're missing some of the other prerequisites, if you're just missing a couple, you could be admitted in conditionally classified status. But if you're missing 4 or more, you'll be denied due to a lack of prerequisites. And you need to complete any of those course deficiencies before actually beginning your master's program. We have 2 engineering programs at the graduate level, engineering management and construction management. These require 2.0 GPA from your undergraduate courses, and there are some prerequisites for the engineering management program, which you can see on the website. The key thing for this is that in addition to the university application, we do require a personal statement, 2 letters of recommendation, and a resume. GRE is highly recommended for the engineering management program. It is not needed for construction management. There's no minimum requirement as far as the GRE. We do have really practical hands-on learning on our campus. Our engineering curriculum emphasizes hands-on experience, real-world applications, and opportunities to work closely with faculty on research projects. Our application is an online application called Cal State Apply. There's a non-refundable $70 application fee, after which you are expected to submit your transcripts, so your mark sheets and degree certificate. Because of the COVID situation, we are accepting unofficial transcripts submitted electronically to our International Admissions Office. We are also accepting marks of credit or no credit for this time due to COVID. And we are being more relaxed on our deadlines for when those transcripts are received. We understand that many students aren't able to get their official records, so we are waiving those final transcripts until you're able to enroll. So for now, you just submit whatever you have at the moment, and we can make an evaluation based on that. We do need official test scores, but you can also send us test score reports that you have received electronically. And then if admitted, we can get your financial guarantee information for an I-20 at a later date after admission. And just note that for the graduate engineering programs, that those letters of recommendation and statement of purpose should be submitted directly to the engineering department. We have 2 intakes each year, spring and fall. The next intake is for spring 2021. Our fall 2020 application deadline has already passed. So for spring 2021, our application will open August 1st through October 1st. And then the fall 2021 semester will be opening October 1st. We do accept applications for all of the programs I mentioned today for a spring semester. Our undergraduate and graduate tuition is very reasonable. So $16,500 for undergraduate, $15,557 for graduate programs, and just over $20,000 for our graduate business programs, which does include the Master of Science in Business Analytics. So these are including on the I-20 amount includes living expenses of $18,000. The living expenses in the Bay Area are high, but the East Bay is the most relatively affordable part of the San Francisco Bay Area. So this $18,000 does include your room and board plus personal expenses and textbooks. So overall, the total I-20 amount is still under $36,000 for undergrads and $35,000 for graduate programs, which is a very good value for U.S. education. And we do offer payment plans. So if you want to break up your tuition into installments, we can do that. If you sign up, we'll break it up into monthly installments for you. We do have a scholarships portal. It opens every October when the fall application opens, but it is separate from the application. So you do have to apply separately for scholarships. And I have listed here some of the scholarships for our computer science and engineering programs. Most of them are actually at the undergraduate level, including this one that we're very excited about, this global scholarships. So there's two different awards under that. One of them waives all of the non-resident tuition, which is over a $10,000 value. And the other one is a partial waiver of non-resident tuition, and that's about $2,300. There's also scholarships within the Department of Computer Science and the School of Engineering and the College of Science, as well as our associated students, and a memorial scholarship. So for details, you can go to the scholarship portal. Most of these scholarships range from $300 to $3,000, and some of them are really indicated just for continuing students. So you wouldn't be able to apply as an incoming student, but once you're here on campus, these funds can help you waive some costs once you're here. But for the global scholarships, those are eligible for incoming freshmen, and we certainly would encourage you to apply for those. I also wanted to highlight some special networking and research opportunities on our campus. We have an Institute for STEM Education, which does a lot of programs in STEM fields. One is a career awareness and preparation program where they help you with resume preparation and STEM fields and just other sort of mentoring as far as preparing you to enter the job field. They also do site visits, like they've gone to companies in the Bay Area like Genentech and Lawrence Livermore Labs. They're working on job shadowing and then training to hiring workshops where they'll have somebody from Google, for example, come and look over your resume and see if you're a good fit for that position. We also have a Center for Student Research that helps students engage in faculty mentored outside of the classroom research projects. Students that participate in this are eligible for additional scholarships or travel grants and supply grants for those projects. And this is a great way to develop academic and professional skills and really build a relationship with some of your faculty mentors. We also have some great engineering clubs on our campus. So we've got the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, the Mechanical Contractors Association of America, and a Construction Management Club. These are all active clubs that are really doing their best to get you involved with the profession that you're interested in joining. The Construction Management Club also participates in competitions in their field. And the Computer Science Club as well is an active club that hosts academic and social events, hackathons, and presentations from members of industry. And finally, we do allow on-campus employment. Students are eligible immediately upon arrival on campus. I know many of our Indian students are very savvy and they line up this work before they even arrive on our campus. So open positions are generally posted on an online job board called Handshake. And there's typically an on-campus job fair under normal circumstances the first week of term. Off-campus employment is open to you after 9 months of study, but our internships coordinator actually comes to International Student Orientation to explain the whole process and help you get a foot forward so that you'll be able to start thinking about internships right from the start. So they also do job fairs on campus. And ACE, our Academic Advising and Career Education Office, has regular workshops to help you with internships, preparing a US-style resume, networking skills, interview skills, and more. And our on-campus job fairs attract big name companies like Tesla, as well as some smaller companies that you might not have heard of, but will still give you some great experience. So I just want to post this here at the end, some of our student testimonials. These are all students in pictured. These are all Indian students who have been doing practical training in the Bay Area the past year or so. And you'll see Vishnu here working at Amazon. His testimonial is written here. And Ishita here at Cisco, her testimonial is here. I also shared a recent graduate from Pakistan who just finished 2 weeks ago, talking about how CSUB was one of the best things that has ever happened to him. By being here in the heart of Silicon Valley, he was exposed to technology, research, and organizations unmatched in the world. And really that is the main selling point of Cal State